Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. So, running a little bit late for this one, as you will notice. We started a whole 2 minutes late, not too bad, but a bit of a stressful last hour, not going to lie. Just got a new puppy. So, it's been an interesting couple of days. Picked him up on Sunday. He was being a bit of a terror about 45 minutes ago, hour ago. Had to kind of settle him down before I could then get the practice programs done before I could go live. So, 2 minutes late is pretty good considering, I think. But anyway, this is the All Schumi My Team career mode. We've had some epic last couple of races, and I am not exaggerating when I say epic. They've been so good, haven't they? If you guys saw the last couple, both of them were absolute incredible races. Hopefully we can do something similar in Suzuka. I've just done the practice programs. The car actually feels really, really good. We've got a major front downforce upgrade. As you can see by that screen, actually you can't see that because it's a bit small, but we are starting the race in full wet conditions, or at least wet conditions, and then we're going to be getting dry towards the end. So this race is bound to be interesting no matter what. We've got a dry qualifying to go ahead first. As I said, the updates feel really good. We've got some front downforce upgrades. They feel really, really nice. We haven't got any of the rear downforce upgrades. They did fail, which is unfortunate because you can actually feel that. I thought, wouldn't notice it too much. The default setup's quite understeery anyway, but actually you can feel it around Suzuka. You do need that rear downforce. So the only thing I've done is tweak my diff up a little bit to combat that, but that could be make it a little bit lively in the race. Anyway, guys, hello to you all. Hopefully we have a good stream, as I said we did last time. I should have number 32 for Schumacher. Well, someone earlier said I should have the number 91 for Schumacher. Both excellent points. Clearly one of them is wrong. Not sure which one it should be. I'm not going to change it now. I'll change it for the next stream. Hey, X603X. Very pronounceable name. How are you? 2 minutes is okay, Callum. Thank you for the forgiveness on the 2 minutes. Honestly, it's good. He was being such a terror, the little puppy. He was just not doing anything you tell him and just doing everything he wanted to do. Nightmare. Anyway, let's get into this race. Love the last two races. Glad to see that you tuned in. Who's your favourite F1 driver? I don't really have a favourite these days, to be honest. Oh, there's 2 power unit upgrades. Oh no, it's just the same email twice. I don't really have a favourite these days. There's ones I like more, like, you know, Ricciardo's always fun. Verstappen's good just because of his pure ability. Hamilton, obviously, you've always got to be impressed how dominant he is. Who else have we got? I mean, I'm excited to see Alonso back. I'm not the biggest Alonso fan in the world, but he certainly provides some spice to the proceedings. But anyway, let's crack on with this race. So we're going to make sure we put in our nice new components. We fitted all new components at the last race. Actually, are we going to do that? Let's have a look. So we've got Mexico, Brazil, USA and Japan. Only 4 races left to go. What we don't want to do, buttons. What we don't want to do is use up all of our, it's only 11% after one race. That one will be totally fine. MGUK, 9% after one race. That'll be totally fine. They've only got 5 races to do these components. 8% after one race, that'll be fine. 5% after one race, that'll be fine. 8% after one race, that'll be fine. Control Linux 5%. Okay, so we should be fine to use all new components at the end of the season. We've got a nice new gearbox in as well. And that is our next update. So we had both of those fail in the last session. Now you can't quite see one of them. Let me just quickly switch me off. There we go. We had both of those fail in before this race. So we had a major rear downforce update and a minor durability internal combustion engine update. They both failed, so we've redone them, so they should be into action in the next race. And we have also now been informed there's been a big rule change for next season, which means we'll have to start dedicating lots of resources to the parts that we have already researched. But anyway, can you still say my name? Ramon Lips? Was it Ramon Lips? I think it was Ramon Lips. I like Norris. Norris, of course. Yeah, Norris is great fun. Signs too. Those two are both fun. I'm sure I've missed many names from there. Hey, Rudra. I'm afraid that looks like a Russian name, but you've used it a peace emoji. Peace back to you. I normally try and pronounce names, but Russian characters don't even know where to start. Hello, how are y'all today? Hi, Alex. Hey, Jasper. I'm really good, thank you. What football team? I don't really watch football much. Season 2, maybe? Yeah, so we should have a good Season 2. But anyway, let's crack on with this race. We have got qualifying to go. Pretty new engine components. As I said, the car feels really good. It's got really nice lot of downforce. I'm pretty much flat on the last corner of the first sector. I'll shout the corner when I get to it. But this is the Japanese Grand Prix around Suzuka. So let's just jump straight on it. I think there's no point hanging about, is there? Straight out, please. Park firm, mate. No problem at all. Flying lap. Let's do this thing. Can't forget Max Verstappen. Yeah, I mentioned Max. Hey Court22, thanks for joining again. I got Ramon Lips' name correct. Hate to break it to you, Ramon, but I feel like your name isn't actually that hard to pronounce. Ramon Lips, like it's. I mean, look at the Russian name. I mean, that is. If he was like, oh hey, can you pronounce my name? The answer would be no, I cannot. Anyway, let's concentrate. Track feels a lot better. There wasn't much grip in that traction zone. The traction zones are the thing I was struggling with the most in practice. We have got a car that's just left the pits in front of us. It looked like a Williams at a distance. It is a Williams. Let's hope he doesn't get in the way. Let's just get a banker in at first though. This feels great already. It's got a lot of grip, this track now. I do all of my sessions in practice one, so the track rather is very green. I feel it's really rubbered in. Got a nice lot of grip now to take us through these S's. See, this is the corner that's pretty much very wide there. That's that. I can get that flat if I get the right line. A bit wide there, so I have to lift quite a lot. Oh, that's wide. We're okay. The rubbered in track helped us a bit deep there. That's very deep. Cost us some time. Let's keep it going. I don't like the exit this corner, never have done. Giovinazzi's put it on P1. Alfa Romeo in pole. What are we saying? Lance Stroll just destroys all his hopes and dreams. Oh, so there's even more grip now. Now the track's rubbered in. That was quite a nice spoon, a bit wide on the exit. Spoke too soon. Spoke too spoon. Get it? Our Arva just uploaded. Bad timing then, was it? You can watch his video after this stream. Surely. You can watch that anytime. This stream is only live once. Right. Don't really like the braking zone there. It feels like it's a bit longer than it could otherwise be. Bit of wheel spin on the exit. Manage that. Get to line 2. Go up to last place. A second off, wherever it was currently in pole. Behind the Alfa Romeo, Giovinazzi. Hey Hushed Bacon. Good name. How he's doing good in this season in your career? I've not actually had much of a look at the other cars. I'm not going to lie. I don't think we can look at it from here, can we? No. We'll have to look at it after the session. But let's concentrate on this session for now. 2 seconds back from Valtteri Bottas. So we are not going to have great pace. We can certainly squeeze probably half a second more out of that lap. But Valtteri Bottas just put in a storm up. Well, Daniel Ricciardo in the Renault, only 2/10 off him. What? Why are we so slow? Mick is 2/10 ahead of us. That's a pretty good lap from him. Wow, we might struggle then, despite the car feeling pretty good. Clearly, our car has not got great pace relative to everyone else. That's all that matters at the end of the day, isn't it? Relative pace. Car looks like it handles like a Mercedes. It's so smooth. Yes, it honestly feels better than the time trial car, I think. Hey, Ethan. Which is odd because obviously it's such early, really, in my career mode. Now we're already down to 20th. They're only beating the Williams at the moment, so we really need to set a better time. Ferrari's going to the pits. Oh, we're scared then. Ah, stupid. What a terrible start to the lap. Look at that. We're going to be half a tenth down. Idiota. Right, that's fine. We can make up for that. Interesting line through there, but we made it. I don't want to be on that curb, really. It's actually amazing. This car's got so much grip, it can deal with the curve. That puts us over a tenth and a half up. Oh, that was a bit naughty. We'll roll with that. Sod it. Sod it. We will roll with that. Didn't gain us that much time, really. That is... okay, we've just made up for that rather large corner cut. Good exit, though. Squared off the corner nicely. 3/10 up. I'll take that. We know new spoon a bit better. Oh, poor. Oh, it's just understeer on the exit. Yep. Okay, this lap can be improved, but if we can gain 3/10 on our previous, that should put us just ahead of our teammate, at least, which is all we can really hope for. And we'll see what we can do in the wet race. That's a good point. I should put on more downforce. Never mind. Oh, that's deep. That is very deep. Oh, come on. Bottled the lap right at the end. Look. Lost a tenth and a half. In the final chicane. Went too deep. Means we're still behind our team, I believe. It's hard to know when we're both called Schumacher. I'll wait to watch Arab's video. Good man, Ethan. Watch that on demand whenever you want. Hey Alex, do you use default setup? It looks very unnecessary. I do use default setup, yep. I prefer to make everything a bit more accessible for everyone else, so I just use the same setup as what everyone has got by default. I don't like using really sweaty setups. Will you stream all the races now? That's the plan, yep. Thanks for joining the stream, Owen. For my team, yep, I will stream all the my team races, that is the plan. Right. Let's see, where are we at? 5 minutes left still. God, it's very close, look at that. 100th between Vettel and Bottas. Hamilton's struggling a little bit more. Now, how are we getting on? Still down. Oh, we did actually manage to just nip ahead of our teammate by 1,000th of a second ahead of our teammate at the moment. He'll probably improve at the end, so it's not really relevant, but hopefully we'll improve as well. We know we've got several more tenths to be had. I mean, look, we're only a tenth off Romain Grosjean. We can easily, there's a tenth and a half in the final corners alone. So that'll probably put us up with Kevin Magnussen, and then there's a half a second gap. So look at that, 1.1, even less than a second between the top 15. Are you joking? That's why we're struggling. I mean, we are also not very quick, 1.8 off, but less than a second between the top 15. What? Since when did this get so close? What? Can I see? I can't see the car development from there. I'll look at the car development after. The cars aren't that close. Why are they so close in quali? Are you joking? Wow. Okay. Well, look. Let's try to be 17th. I don't think we can find 7/10s on a lap. Not without cutting out a couple of the corners. So let's just try and find at least 2 tenths, which will put us up into 17th. We've already whacked on some new tyres. Let's take out all the fuel and let's just go for it as early as we possibly can. I don't want to get caught in traffic. Hey Ben, do you like Aardvark? Is that an autocorrect from Arava? That's incredible if so. Yeah, I like Arava. I met him a few times. Yeah, nice guy. Because the default setup from personal experience is at least 1 second a lap slower, recommending that you use one. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, I know it's significantly slower than what I could otherwise be. But that's why I use 105 AI. I'm sure I could put up to 110 if I use the setup, no problem whatsoever. But I don't want to do that, quite simply. I enjoy using a default setup because it saves me having to worry about, oh, where do I find a tenth here, where do I find a tenth there, or stealing someone else's. It also means it's more accessible for you guys. You can literally just jump on the game and drive exactly what I drive, just like that, without being like, oh, Alex, what's your setup? It kind of makes it more replicable, one of those words. So yeah. 100% race at Abu Dhabi for the last race of the season. Love to see that. Maybe. That's a solid maybe. Maybe. Right, unfortunately we're going to be in the pack, but we'll just have to try and find ourselves a little gap. We're going to be right behind our teammate, interestingly. Ah, the Mercedes is going to be the next car, though. Yeah, it is, so that's okay. Is that okay? I don't know. Don't know yet. What we don't want to be doing is getting caught up in traffic. We've got a nice big gap between us and Mercedes behind, so we'll just drop back a little bit over the course of this lap. My teammate, we also need to make sure we save the tyres a lot, because the softs do wear quite quickly around this track. Don't need to worry too much though, because of course we will not be starting on these tyres unless we somehow get into the top 10, which is, I mean, let's be real, not happening. I use default, just a bit better for career mode. I use setups in time trial because it's got to be sweaty in time trial. I don't enjoy time trial, so I don't really play Jasper, but yeah, I just don't enjoy sweaty setups. I like fixed setups. I do agree though, it is very understeery that the proper setups do feel really nice. But I'd rather have a bit of understeer and use default than sweat and use a known setup. Right. We've got the Mercedes closing in on us because it's so damn fast. I might let the Mercedes pass, both of them. Who's behind the Mercedes? Don't tell me it's a top car. It is. It's a Ferrari. That is unfortunate. I don't know what to do now. I might maybe just sneak in behind Bottas here. Hamilton, sorry. Get a bit of slipstream on him, and then he's going to pull away. He'll be easily quicker. Let's try that. Back off a little bit. I'm going to take these out, or I'll take one of them out. Ready for next lap. Bit too far for slipstream really, but it means we're also not going to get any dirty air, so that's a positive. Right, come on, let's get quiet and set a lap now. Ah. Bottle job. Bottle job McGee. I'm not going to use a flashback. That was my mistake. We bottled it. We were already 10th and a bit up after the first turn. We could have easily been... How's it going back to the garage in time? We could have easily been right up there. Well, not right up there, but we could have been... I think we would have got ahead of the Haas. Let's see how it finished. Mick got ahead of the Haas. And Mick found 7 tenths. Wow. So yeah, we needed 2 tenths to Magnussen. Pretty sure we would have been 18th. I reckon Mick would have beat us anyway, though. 7 tenths. Mick had an incredible last lap. Go on, Mick. Still 1.8 off the rest. It's also Lewis Hamilton. He just does Lewis Hamilton things, doesn't he? 4 tenths ahead of everyone else. What the hell? Is that maybe because of the yellow flag for everyone else and Hamilton improved or something? I don't know how realistic this game is in that respect, but there was just 1,000 between second and third. Oh, what a bottle job. Sorry, chat. I set up from Steam Workshop. It's not really about finding the setup. I just don't enjoy him. I am on PC. Callum. I use time trial for practice. Gets quite annoying when you get on the curb, invalidated lap, and you don't even, and it's not even a corner cut. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I find time trial so frustrating. When is the next YouTuber race? It'll be Thursday at 7 PM. Hopefully we'll have a few guys joining us. I need to actually nudge those guys. Next scheme do Michael Schumacher's Benetton B194. Yeah, we'll see. I'll think about that a little bit later down the line. Let's have a look at the standings while we're here. So you can see that we are nicely in 4th position. We can just about see that. 102 points. We've only got 19 points back to McLaren. That is who we're fighting. McLaren. I should have looked where they qualified. I did not. Never mind. It might lag now. The stream might lag. I can only apologise.
You lost to your teammate today. Was it just not your day?
I don't know why. It lags on interviews. It lags on podiums. It lags in some of the menus. Gameplay's fine.
Where do you think you'll come out?
There we go. The questions are over now. Hopefully you will... it sometimes is like less than 1 frame per second. Hopefully you're back now. Are you back? Hopefully you're back. Can't out-qualified us. Let's see if we can beat him in the race. I'm already getting warm, which is not good. I will be sweating like mad by the end. Oh, come on, Alex. Yep, Rudra, that's a fair response. That was a bottle job. I need a puppy cam. Well, he's not in here, thankfully. He's with my girlfriend. Otherwise, he would probably be chewing the wheel wire and I'd end up disconnecting. Or the webcam wire, or the light wire. He'd be chewing something, so that's a terrible idea. Can you say my last name? Oh, that's a good challenge. So Callum, hence why I just called you Callum and not your last name. Callum McHale. Surely it's McHale. McHale? It's got to be McHale. Callum McHale. Let's go with that. We need better quality. Ah, yeah, we do. That was a bit of a bottle, but it was only a couple of positions and we got a wet start to this race. Look at that. First half of the race is going to be wet. Not full wet. Should be inters. I will show you this graph here, look. So, I don't know why they were quite close. I guess they are closing up a bit. But only a second a lap. We're not that far off Alpha. Although we are a bit off Alpha, I suppose. Anyway, let's get on with this race. Can I join the YouTuber GP because I have F1 2020? Wesley, do get on the stream on Thursday at 7. We do always open the lobbies up to anyone who wants to join. So, just be on F1 ready. I didn't look wet at first, it is wet. Be on F1 ready, be in the stream. I'll let you know when we put it open and anyone can join and just jump in. It doesn't normally fill up straight away. I'm not Ben Daly, so it normally takes 30 seconds or so to fill up, at least. So you'll have a bit of time. So you'll have time to jump in. But make sure you're on Thursday at 7 PM UK time. Focus on McLaren this season, they are your main focus. Absolutely, Jasper. Pedal cam, I meant. It was Johan that said puppy cam. Johan said I need puppy cam, and Jasper said pedal cam, I mean. Jasper must have asked for a pedal cam at some point. Anyway. Yes, you're the only person who can say my name right. How am I getting all these names right? I thought I was terrible at pronunciations. Mikhail. It looks like Mikhail, though. That one doesn't look hard for me. That looks like quite an easy one. Uh-oh. Wesley. B104, B104, B104. Alex, do that next season. I'll look into it. I don't even know which one that was. Is that his championship winning car? If it was, that was my plan anyway, I think. Is it on Xbox? No, this is on PC. Thursday, 7 PM. It's actually 7 PM BST, technically, Callum. Different Callum. Kang. It's technically BST. 7 PM UK time, which we're on BST at the moment. So GMT, that should make it 6 PM GMT time, I think. Anyway, my dog would have eaten the entire PC. Or race strategy analysis. Yes, good question. Let's go on to the race. So, if we take Inters, this could be a bit like Spa, where we had an incredible race. Because the Inters just about is a one-stop, but quite marginally. Because look, they only just last. We're going to be down to below 50% when we pit. However, looking at that forecast at the top there, it's going to stop raining roughly halfway through this race. Now, in my experience for career mode so far, the weather tends to come a bit sooner than you expect. So I reckon it will stop raining more like lap 10. So according to that graph at the top, the vague graph, it will stop on about lap 14. I reckon it will stop on lap 10. Oh, didn't mean that. I reckon it will stop on about maybe even lap 10. And then we should be able to go. However, I'm just going to go set my strategy for... I'm going to set my strategy there. We're going to put it on lap 15 because... don't know why it hasn't got predicted. Because I want to try and obviously do a one-stop. So I'm going to pit then. And actually, what tire am I going to use then? How long do these... I can't go to wets. Dries. I'll probably then go to mediums to the end. Obviously hoping to just come straight in for mediums rather than go into another set of inters. The AI, if the weather does stay out, the AI might start pitting on lap 13. In which case, I'll be able to stop one less time than then. That's what happened in Spa. All the AI pit. We did not. Is that what happened in Spa? Didn't we pit earlier than some other guys? I can't remember what happened in Spa. Anyway, we had a good strategy in Spa. The video is still on my channel if you want to go watch. But going to try and put on lap 15. Obviously, if it comes dry earlier than that, we will. But much longer than lap 15, unless the weather has already completely stopped and it's one lap longer, we can do it. Any longer than that, we're going to be too slow. Because look, if I go one lap longer, I lose half a second. This projected race time in the middle I'm looking at. I lose half a second. If I go one lap longer again, I lose another 8/10. If I go one, I can't. It won't let me go one lap longer again. So you really start to lose a lot of time. So 15 is pretty much the last I can do. I'm going to take out a load of fuel. Sorry guys, I'm not keeping up this chat too much. Yeah, 7 PM 7 PM BST, yeah. Room/gaming setup tour at some point. I could do that in a stream maybe at some point. I don't think people are too fussed. Hey, Dive Bomb. Alex, can you change car next year in career mode? Yeah, Wesley, I will look into that. What was it you wanted? The B194. If that's his championship winning car, which I presume it is, the 1994, then I probably will change to that, yes. Guess my age, Callum McHale. You are 19 years old. That is my guess. Right, we're going to take out a load of fuel. We're going to underfuel the car. Because we're going to be wet for the first half of the race anyway. And it's quite easy to conserve fuel at this track anyway. So we'll underfuel only by half a lap. But we'll underfuel. Right, guys, come on. Alex Giddins/Michael Schumacher. Let's go. I can change the car in my team. I can change how it looks. No problem. Anyway, let's go, guys. Let's try and have a good race from here. Wet start. Try and gain a few positions. Magnussen very nicely giving us some room there. Scared to lose my wing. Gonna try on the outside of our teammate. Bit of oversteer down the outside again. No, not enough grip. That was a good start. I'll take that start. Oh, there's someone on my outside. Didn't realise till the last second. Can we get past these guys while they're battling? No. Chose the wrong car to go behind. Oh, look at them. Side by side the whole time. We need to put our diff up to 100%. That will help. Unfortunately, I mentioned before at the start, that's my mistake. Looking at the diff. Okay. I mentioned at the start of the stream, we're struggling a little bit for traction, which is not ideal in the wet. Not ideal in the wet at all. We always struggle for traction, I think, relative to the AI. Go for 2. If they're going to break that early, we'll take 2 free positions. Thank you very much.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
See if we can use a bit of ERS to try and get up to Kvyat. Oh no, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. We're in lean there, meant to be in rich. Need to get our button sorted out, we're running a little bit wide. Bit of rich, bit of overtake. We're gonna have lots of ERS to use this race. We always have a lot in the wet. Can we get Kvyat into the braking zone? He's stopped deploying ERS. That is not flat in the wet. Still gonna go for it. We didn't gain there because we backed off a lot, so that's why I went for it anyway. Oh, bit of wheel spin there. Up to P13. Don't mind if I do. We feel like we've got pretty good pace in the wet at the moment. Let's try and keep this up. Good start, that. Especially considering I've done no practice on this track in the wet. That is very deep. No grip out there. Almost made the same mistake I did in quali. P13's good so far. That's a good start. Lap 1. Where did we start? Can't remember where we started. 19th, 20th, something like that. Wasn't high. But the sky is already starting to look a little bit lighter to me.
Looks like the weather is going to dry up in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Like the best tyre for
Told you it was gonna dry up early. It tends to. We're gaining a bit on Stroll. Gaining a little bit on Stroll. This lap just a touch. Bit too much of the inside curb there. Oh, understeer in the dirty air, then oversteer on the exit. That's a worst case scenario, that is. Unlucky, you're 12, Callum McHale. Big lift that time. Oh, still didn't want to stick, but it did. How are you 12? I said 19 because that's the typical age of my audience. Most of my audience is older. So my content tends to lean a little bit more on the serious side compared to some other channels out there. Right, we did gain a bit on Stroll that lap. Which is good. Because we know that all the AI cars seem to have very similar pace for whatever reason. On this track at least. We clearly haven't got as much grip as Stroll. Not in the dirty air at least. He looks quite happy and confident. We are struggling a little bit with the understeer. Smaller traction though. We've got Kvyat quite close behind us. Oh, that's a bit wide.
battery charge is high.
Oh.
Let's use that overtake button more.
Yeah, see, now we're falling back. Unfortunately, this is the wrong way around because AI are very, very quick in drying conditions. Oh, look at that. I think these rears are overheating. They are overheating. They are overheating. I was only in lean then. I'm going to be in pressure now from Kvyat. We need to... Oh! Come back! Please! You pushed us round then. Oh, and he's just hit us again though. Oh my god. How have we survived that? We just slid for about 400 metres or something silly. Our rears are going to be even hotter now though. Yeah, look at that. Just on fire. That is unfortunate. We didn't look after our rears enough. Yeah, rears are just on fire. Need to bring them back to temperature window before we can even think about battling these guys. That slide obviously exaggerated it, but they were already overheating. It's so easy to do in the wet, to overheat your rears. Oh, we were on overtaking your rest all that time. Box end of lap 6 for dries. That sounds like a gamble. Oh, the rear's going to cool down. Come on, rears. They look like they're somewhat cool now. They're still a little bit warm, but they're okay. See, those micro slides don't help. They all contribute to the heat. I'm already getting hot. I'm going to be so sweaty by the end of this race. 27 laps. Ah, man. See, what I was just about to say, funny enough, was that the AI don't really suffer from any tyre temp issues. Not really. I don't think they are. I think AI genuinely don't simulate tyre temperature at all, which is why in the wet to dry, as in your tyres start to overheat because the track's not wet enough, tyres are a lot better this lap. They're really quick because their tyres are perfect temperature, whereas mine start to overheat anyway. T miles, oh dear, that's okay. Oh dear, we are going to need a little safety car I think now in this race.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
We've managed to cool the rears though, just enough. Bit deep, we're okay, just about got it slowed. Let's go dry out in this race, that'll be our opportunity. Doing okay.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Now we'll cover all the fuel we need to. Already, after just 5 laps. Ah, man. I completely forgot how much the rears overheat on Inters. You have to be so careful with the rears. Assuming they're alright now. Yeah, the fronts are a bit hot now, look. See, the AI aren't suffering from any of this. That's why they're slow. It's so frustrating. The AI is not simulated that well. Oh. The AI in this game, in general, are excellent. Certain conditions like this, it really shows that they don't simulate tyre temperatures. See, look how careful I want to be in the throttle on the exit to stop them overheating. It'll be a different ball game on the dries. We need to hope
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right
we can
time
have
for the
some
time being, but we're
luck on the
really
dries.
well away from
We're still ahead of our
second
teammate, which is important because everyone will get held up in the pits. Yeah, see, tyres are okay now. They overheat a bit in the first sector. I can't do a lot about that. That's the thing. And they probably just overheated just through that. Yeah, they did. Try and show you it. Yeah, not too bad, but they are a little bit hot. Oh man, rain is just stopping, not quite stopped yet. Let's see what we can do. Only 3 seconds back from the car ahead, not too bad. Once we get these temperatures fully under control, I'm going to try and back off a little bit through there. Save the tyre a little bit. Let's have a look, keep an eye on the tyre temps. See, look, front left's already overheating just from the first turn. So now it's going to cause me to be slow through here. Rears are now overheating as well, even though I've not used them. That's just from cornering. Now the front right's overheating. Okay, we needed a custom setup for that, just to correct that. And it's not fair because the AI, of course, don't suffer from that. So it's just unfair. It's an unfair advantage they've got. However, Dive Bomb's spamming box now. It'll be slower on the dries, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean the AI just has such an artificial. Look, my lefts are still overheating. It's because it's starting to dry out now as well. Pit at the end of this lap takes softs. I'm not taking softs. They all go nowhere near the end of the race. I think I'll have to take hards actually. It's quite early in this race.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon.
Could box this lap, I suppose. I mean, I'm not nothing to lose, have I? Wait, 4 laps, I reckon. Pit for mediums, box now for mediums. All right, I'll box because you guys have said so. What do we take? No hards? I'm going to take hards because I don't think anything else will make it to the end. Those tyres were not working for me.
Exit now.
Right. Hopefully the track dries out ASAP. I'm taking a bit of a risk there. While they're heating, they should be cold, not warm. It's because as it dries out, they do overheat. They do just overheat now. Now they'll be cold. because there's not enough water. The soft tyres rely on water to keep them cool. Yeah, this is slow. I'm gonna lose a load of positions for this. Worth the risk though, won't it, chat? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is significantly slower. I didn't think I should box. Why did I trust you guys? This is probably 2 seconds a lap slower, unfortunately. 22.9. Call that 23 seconds. Let's see how much I lose in the middle sector. Tyres aren't even cold. It was okay here, to be fair. I think they're just now starting to come in. Still a bit slower though. They're just still a bit slower. But the inters were overheating. It was worth a risk just in case it worked out. This is worse. Why did we box? I realise the chat isn't one person, but it's quite funny seeing the chat argue with itself. Oh, that's deep. We're okay. I'm losing a bit of time to Nicholas Latifi in last place. And of course, because it's not real life, there isn't really a benefit to boxing early, unfortunately. The game pretty much tells you exactly the right time to box, and it's always pretty much right. And it's not like our tyres are now nicely up to temperature and we know the track. We know where the dry spots are and we know how to drive this and we've got a benefit like you would in real life. Does not happen in the game. Does not happen in the game. All the tracks are the same. There's no dry line at all in the F1 games anymore. There used to be, weirdly. They took it out.
Overtake button for more power. We need to push.
DRS enable. That means it's now dry. Or it's quicker on dry, rather. Yeah, so there's no real benefit, and you come out of the pits with warm enough tyres. It's not like they need warming up like an F2 or something. So this has just cost us several positions. Obviously the guys ahead might get held up in the pits, which might help us. Beyond that, not really been benefits doing this, to be honest. We did box too early. 1 lap later might have been okay, because it's now been 2 laps later. So 1 lap later, we could have maybe got away with it. It feels okay now. Not slow take because I've got lots of it. Is this flat yet? No, still not. It's still not flat. Definitely feels better now. It is now ready for dries, but the game, this is the problem, is the game just does it perfectly. See, the guys are still out on inters. Interesting. Still 19 seconds to Latifi, but now no longer losing time. Let's see if we can gain a load of time on this lap. See, again, if they were realistically simulated, their tyres would be on fire right about now, and they'd be on, I'm not joking, a couple of seconds a lap slower than they are. This is just, it's just the way the AI are, because they don't simulate tyre temperature at all. I think that's it anyway. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that is what it is. Oh, don't be on the curb. That's not helped. We did just start to gain as well on Latifi at least. See if we can push now. That's what pushing leads to in the wet. So we're not really. We're gaining a tiny bit on Latifi. They'll probably box this lap. Again, just because they're not simulated well. It's just not that fun, is it, really? Let's be honest. You can't race against a AI that's got an unfair advantage. There you go, now they're in the box. My teammate will almost certainly come out ahead of me. As will probably everyone apart from Latifi. Unless they get severely held on the pits, we'll see. I've gained about another 8 tenths maybe on this lap. That is now finally flat. We're going to the end, they might box again maybe. But they'll go to hards. No, they're on softs, they are boxing again. Hello. Okay, we're back in this race. And we're not actually even in last. Could have been ahead of the Williams. We're not going to be. But he's on softs. He will be quicker anyway. We have got a faster car. So, they're definitely boxing again. My teammate's 5 seconds ahead of me now. They are boxing again. Okay, let's stick with it. Let's stick with it for now. That's why I wanted to go to hards, just in case something weird happens. And then if a safety car comes out, we'll stay out. And you never know. You never know. Could do with at least a top 12. We get a sponsor bonus for a top 12. Probably going to get swallowed up by Gasly behind on brand new softs. Oh dear, that was a bit naughty. Sorry guys, I know I haven't looked at chat much this race. Quite hard wrestling a track on a car on dry tyres around a wet track. Still not perfect, look, they're still oversteering everywhere. Try and keep Gasly away as much as we can.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Okay, interesting. I'm really interested they went to softs. I'm assuming the hards will go to the end. Maybe they won't. We'll have to box again anyway. We were boxing so early. Look at chat. I'm trying. Gonna be slow behind the soft runners. Yeah, I will be slow for now. But they'll have to take a whole other pit stop. Oh, that's a bit naughty as well. I reckon we can hold them at bay though. We're maintained. Oh, that's because we boxed a lap earlier and then they've not completed a whole flying lap yet. I was like, hold on, are we just absolutely rapid? We are not. That'll be absolutely destroyed now by the Mercedes. You wait. At least the... I bet the softs would overheat, actually, thinking about it. We're not losing time to Russell. I know he's only in the Williams, but don't forget our car's not exactly a front-running car. Bit deep, we're okay, because it's drying out now bit by bit. It's almost completely dry now. Stay away, Gasly. Got loads of fuel. Need to use a bit less lean now. There you go. 35.0. That's only 4 seconds lap quicker than me. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's an even drier lap, so presumably we'll also set a new fastest lap here. Not of the race, but our own PB. 34.6. Madness. Keep up the good streams, Alex. Thank you, the Vardinator. Oh, that is... Wow. Imagine cutting 130R with 4 wheels in the grass. In real life, that would be death. Death everywhere. Right, so we're now catching up to Russell. Are they struggling for tyres already? What's going on? We'll try and pounce on him. Let's try and do it. Let's try and do it. Come on, Russell. Let's be having you. Go on, you're outside. Oh, what are you doing? I bet if that's damage, I'm going to be so annoyed. No damage. No damage. We got away with that. What was that? I was moving in the braking zone. That was a Romain Grosjean. What was that? That was terrible driving by George Russell. Clearly he's struggling now with his tyres already. We did 36.3 by the way, so about 2 seconds off. Mercedes, not a surprise. They're probably on softs as well, mind you. I think we've actually got quite a good pace at the moment. Only 13% tyre wet. We can almost certainly take them to the end. Still not fully gripped up. Still a little bit damp on track. AI go soft, medium. I want to stop though. Yeah, so they're going to go to medium, you reckon, next? Yeah, I reckon they will as well. Daniel Ricciardo's on a 33.4. Clearly the track's still drying out. He's our rival, annoyingly, and he's right up there. Right, let's get Russell this lap. Not this lap, next lap technically in the DRS zone. A bit more DRS. Easy flat now, no problem whatsoever. Oh, come on, man. What was that?
The car ahead is beginning to pull.
Why did that suddenly snap? That was like that bump was still there. Just having to use ERS just to defend. Oh man, that was very, very sudden. We did well to catch that. My word. Well, the rear's hot now. Nope, rears are fine because we're on hards. Lovely. Need to get past Russell, man. He's probably slowing us down now. Woo! That was a lively moment, wasn't it, chat? Oh, a bit wide. We're okay. Let the Honda Master do the job. What does that mean? Gas tends to use some VRS here. I'm not going to use it this lap. He's not going to. Suddenly, Russ was quicker than us this lap, annoyingly. Maybe we lost our opportunity to overtaking 32.9 by Hamilton. That's what we can do. Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, 32.4. It's all over the place at the front. Again, they're probably all on brand new softs. Right, come on, George Russell. I need to get past you, mate. Pretty sure I am quicker. Lots of it overtake down this straight just to try and get closer to him this lap, make it a bit more comfortable. That was close. That was close. Compromise our chicane though by going that deep. It's too far back. We just can't get the exit. We'll see if we can get him, but I don't think we can. Go, we're inside this time. Yes, he did it again, look. He jinked left. Oh, what's he doing, man? Jesus. Again, did well to survive that. George Russell, mate, you need to chill out. Oh, my God. He's almost killed us twice now. He jinked left, like he did the previous lap when we were alongside him. And that time just fully turned in on us. Jesus. All right, Max Verstappen, chill out. Oh, my God. Right, need to concentrate now. Let's try and pull away from him a little bit. Of course, he's going to be straight but past us a bit wide there. Also need to save up a bit more ERS. Oh, guys, that was mad. Okay, pulling away from him nicely now. Albon fastest lap. Oh, look at all the purples. It clearly is still drying out. Charles Leclerc into the 31s now. Vettel 31.5. Will you get a penalty? I don't think so. Did I get a penalty? I don't think I did. Change the bias. No, the bias is fine. 50% is good. Right, he's not going to get any DRS on us, so we clearly were. Oh, that's a bit deep. We clearly were quite a bit faster than him. And is Gazzy going to get him? Probably. For some reason, George Russell was struggling hugely. Hopefully they stay side by side, but I think Gasly's going to go straight past him. She does indeed. Let's see if Gasly catches us. Still not quite dry. What do we do? A 33. So we are about 2 seconds off. Well, no, about a second and a half off. They've all got our box again, don't forget. I suspect their tyres are already starting to be a bit second hand. That's very wide. Look at Gasly all over us already. George Russell was just horribly slow. We definitely should have cleared him a bit sooner. Why am I still in lean? You've got so much fuel. DRS is the thing we haven't got a lot of. Oh, that's a bit deep. We're okay. Lewis Hamilton 31 flat. Presumably people will beat that now. Albon 30.8. Sainz 30.7. McLaren might even overtake us this race, you know, if we score nil points. You have good pace on the other Schumacher. Do I? I'll be keeping an eye on that, actually. Thank you. You're doing well. Head down and push. Thank you for the encouragement. That does help. Bit of DRS just gets out that corner. We need to try and save it a bit more than we are doing. Guys is going to get DRS, doesn't matter. 32.4 that lap. Oh no, oh dear. We're okay, luckily. It's not a real life and it's not really wet out there. In real life, we'd have probably been in the wall then. Because it would have been soaking wet out there. Right, come on. How are these soft tyres doing? Surely they're starting to wear now. Oh, they get a bit wide. We'll whisk it on the curb. Bit deep, very deep. Down a little bit now, the diff. It's now starting to feel almost dry. It took ages to fully dry out, didn't it? Try and not use any ERS down here if we can help it. Albon with a 30.2. There'll be the 29s any second now. Daniel Ricciardo 31. Charles Leclerc 30.1. That's wide. That is very wide. That's slidey. We're in trouble now. 29s. Vettel first man to the 29s. Gasly now is all over us. We could do without using this ERS. He's also got a Honda engine. We're going to have to defend. Hope he can't get past us. Sorry, that was very late. Oh my god. That was a bit naughty. Probably would have got in a bit of trouble for that if that was real life. That was weird. I moved over a bit, expecting him to go on the outside. Looked back and he was going for the inside. Expect that. 31.8.
You'll be on the softs.
Ah, Gasly, stay away, mate. Oh, Gasly's definitely faster than us. He's got a faster car. He's got a faster tyre. You're going to have to pit again later, you reckon? 27%. No, I can stay out. I choose to. We've got plenty of tyre wear left. We've been on these tyres for what, 10 laps? We've got 10 laps to go. They'll only be around 50% worn at the end. I think we stay out and just risk it, because why not? See where we end up. Hope that the field is still quite tightly bunched. Albon again. Another fast lap, 29.6 this time. Charles Leclerc beats it with a 29.5. So many purples. Just shows that the track is slowly improving. Oh, that's a bit deep. Again, right out. Look at that. Absolutely filthy. Oh, wide of the exit. Surely he's not going to do it again. No, it's too far back this time.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.3 seconds.
It's all over us though. It's definitely quicker. How are they still out on these soft tyres, by the way?
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over.
Another 2
target.
tenths.
Drop
Hey,
down
sorry I'm
to
late.
the
No
next
worries.
two
Oh
soon.
god. Oh god, I got distracted by chat. Oh no. Stay away, Gasly. Stay away. Somehow, we've just held it on the outside of Pierre Gasly. I just chilled out. I just got distracted by chat. Idiot. Oh, that's wide. We're okay. Thought for a brief moment I was in the gravel, in the grass there. Oh, that's not quite flat still. You could lap 20 for softs. Yeah, I could, but I just don't. I don't see. All up. Look, I mean, look. I could probably. I'm 11 seconds back from Giovinazzi. If I did that, I could maybe get somewhere near Giovinazzi for 16th place. Whether I'm last or 16th, I don't really care. We've scored quite a few points so far this season. It's all about points now, not about top, where we finished outside the top 10. It's all about points. So I don't really care if we're not in the points. So I might as well risk it on our hards, mightn't I? I don't regret it. I still think it was the right decision because we were so far back. I maybe would have pitted a lap or two later, which would have gained us about 5 seconds, I reckon. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. Tyres are really only good for a couple of laps. Right, there we go. People are starting to pit. Our teammate is in the pits.
Nick is in the pits. Nick in the pits.
Gasly is not, unfortunately. Right, there's 3 positions. There's a McLaren. We're not going to get to him though. What's he on? He's gone to softs again, so unfortunately McLaren is who we need to be battling. And we're going to be able to get nowhere near him now, but that puts us in 15th so far.
The car behind is dropping back by about
I
3
think McLaren's are well into the top 10, so we've got half a chance of the top 10. If we can keep defending like we are on Pierre Gasly, we might have a quarter of a chance at some points. Let's just keep our head down for now. He's a bit less rich, so we've got plenty at the end. Depends where Norris was, doesn't it? Let's hope that most of them didn't just pit. They're already ahead of me.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Right, let's see. Let's see. Who's going to box this lap? I saw a Ferrari just ahead of them. You'd assume the Ferrari is somewhere near the front. So I reckon we're going to gain a load of positions this lap. Hopefully. We'll try and save our ERS as much as we can. Push. If Norris and Perez haven't pitted, then it'll be golden for you. Yeah, it would, but they have. Joe is pitting. Yeah. Don't really care about the guys' cars behind. Were they behind me? No, they weren't behind me. Joe Benazzi was ahead of me, wasn't he? Too much curb, too much curb.
Be careful, we think you're going to start.
Is Gasly going to box? Gasly's still not boxing. Okay, well that's a good sign. There's a Ferrari in the pits. There's a Racing Point in the pits. There's a AlphaTauri in the pits. We're going to get all three of those. Are we? This is going to be close. We could be at. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not even close. Couldn't do anything there. All we can do is stick with him, hope for the best. But judging on Gasly's pace, he'll be quite a bit quicker than us. He'll be well out of the DRS, come the DRS zone. 13th though, and not everyone's pit. We know not everyone's pit because Gasly hasn't pit. And there's bound to be cars ahead that also haven't pit. We've got Lance Stroll then, a very fast Racing Point directly behind us, thinking about the move into. Is that Lesmo one? No, it's not Lesmo, is it? What is it? That one? I always forget those. I always get my Lesmos and my. What are they called? Confused. Reasonable defending so far, but he may well just walk past us by the time he gets to the straight. I have to defend a little bit. No, I'm not. Oh, that's too much curve. That pushed us well wide. Don't go up inside, please. Oh, he might have just scattered past you. I might even let him do it. No, because he's got soft tyres. A little bit of ERS just to make sure we stay ahead for 130R. Who's going to box this lap? Will we somehow sneak into the points? It's going to need an almighty lot of defending if we do somehow end up in the top 10. Who's in the pits? Lando Norris. That's the fast lap of the race. Anyone in the pits? No one's in the pits. No one's in the pits. Gasly just boxed. Is this everyone now? This might be everyone. This might just be P13 for us. Which I tell you what, by the way, P13 is actually a really good result. From we started in 20th, don't forget, and after our issues on the Inters, we were back in. Where were we? Like 18th or something? Not good positions. Boxed early. We were then pretty much last, not far off it. Oh god. Oh, I thought it was a Ferrari. It's Raikkonen. I thought we had a Ferrari coming up behind him. There's no way we'd be able to defend from a Ferrari and a AlphaTauri. But it's not. It's just Raikkonen. Right, guys. If no one boxes this lap, then no one's going to box. And this is our last position, I would say. There's no point us boxing now because we're only in 13th already, so we're not going to gain anything. Hey, I said pit for soft, Jeff. Yeah, I would if I was. There was, you know, if I was already in the top 10, then yeah, before anyone pit, but I wasn't, so there's no way that's going to work out. Can't push for the DRS. They're just too fast. They've got faster cars. And they've got much faster tyres and much fresher tyres. Box off, don't forget the Racing Point. Exactly. Do not do what I did with Gasly. Should be a new fastest lap of the race. Or not a new fastest lap, my fastest lap. Yeah, by half a second, a 30 flat. Tell you what, Stroll is not fast in a straight line. Raikkonen's going to walk past him. But Raikkonen has got the Ferrari engine, which is the illegal Ferrari engine, effectively, because Codemasters have not updated the Ferrari engine to be as slow as it is this year. So Raikkonen is absolutely rapid in a straight line. And nobody else boxed. So I think it might be P13 for us at best. It's probably too late for a safety car now. Should run a rich. We're okay. Don't forget, the more laps I can keep them behind, the more worn their tyres get. And they probably will maybe end up more worn than mine by the end. I'm doing okay, you know, somehow. 42% tyre wear, we're doing alright. This was a good strategy, and I tell you what, if we pit on the right lap and not early, we may well have been in the top 10. It would have been still would have been a very close call. That's very wide, that's going to cost us. Raikkonen, please don't do this to me. This is all the power I've got. I Raikkonen, stop doing this to me. Thank you, Raikkonen, you're the best.
Front is 4.4 seconds.
Raikkonen is right behind us. We know the AI don't do dive bombs really. So I should have break that late. We're okay. Come on. This is the one that matters. Ah, he's right behind us.
Laps of fuel remaining.
Stay away, Raikkonen. Stay away, Raikkonen. I don't like you. Okay, we used a lot of ERS that lap, but we kept him behind. And again, I'll reiterate the point. Their tyres will be wearing much faster than mine. If I can keep him behind for another couple of laps, his tyres will be very second hand. Then we might have a better chance of keeping him behind, even without much ERS. Weird though, they went into soft. Does surprise me. Illegal Ferrari engine. Don't quote the illegal. It was an illegal Ferrari engine. What, you're implying that it wasn't illegal? It was illegal. Of course it was. And very illegal, because look how slow they are now. They clearly built their engine entirely around whatever they were doing. Special tricks with the fuel or whatever it was. And now look at them. And let's be clear, this isn't a, oh, they bent the rules a bit and FIA changed their mind. The FIA, the Ferrari thing, what is Raikkonen doing? Stay away, please. The Ferrari, hang on, I'll talk about that in a second. That's deep. Whoa. That was weird. He's right behind us. We're running out of ERS fast. He's not deploying this lap, I don't think. Might be okay. We are okay, just about, but now we've got no ERS to use. Yeah, so to be clear about the Ferrari thing, right? The rule is, quite simply, you cannot burn more than is it 100 kilos an hour of fuel? That's it. I mean, that's the rule. You are not allowed to burn more than 100 kilos an hour of fuel. That's the rule. It's not, oh, measured by this way, you shouldn't have more than this fuel flow. It's, you can't burn more than 100 kilos an hour of fuel. However, Ferrari then, so then that's measured with a certain measurement, I think. And then Ferrari figured out they could circumvent that measurement to make it look like they were only burning 100 kilos an hour of fuel, maximum. However, they were burning a lot more than, or not a lot more than that, probably only, well, I mean, fuel directly equals power, so probably only like 2% more. That's 2% extra power for free. So, maybe a bit more than that, I don't know, but, and it's not like it was just the wording of the rules and they got caught out. The rule is 100 kilos an hour. They were putting in more than 100 kilos an hour. Open and closed case, their engine was illegal. The only reason they weren't punished was partly to save face, both F1 and the FIA and Ferrari. That's a nice side benefit for them. Rather than having a massive lawsuit that gets dragged out, etc., etc. And because it's very hard to prove. The FIA had measurements that Ferrari never exceeded 100 kilos an hour fuel because they were very clever with the way they did it. However, they did, but they had no proof. They had absolutely no proof of that. No proof they ever did it. So how could they possibly go against them and say, well, no, you have? Because they didn't, according to the FIA's figures, but they did. So it was illegal. There is no two ways about that. They just got very, very lucky. And I reckon it was more than just last season they used it for as well. Because they reverted so much. If it was just a minor little trick they were using last season, and just, you know, gained a few extra horsepower last season, they'd still be alright this season. A few extra horsepower, just lose a few horsepower, who cares? However, their engine is awful this season. Truly awful. So, I'm pretty sure that they were using it, I reckon they were using it this season 4 as well. To some extent, maybe to less of an extent. Because you don't lose this much performance from one trick you learnt one season. Unless it's like huge. So, anyway, that's my rant on Ferrari over. That said, Ferrari do have McLaren Honda levels of drag. They do, but of course they built that car around having an illegal engine. So, I've got no sympathy for them whatsoever. And as I said, I'm not going to go into it again, but as I said, there is no quote marks needed. There's no, did they or did they not? They did. They were illegal. But I have to go. Cheers, Callum. Callum, thanks for joining. We're going to hold on to 13th in this race, it looks like. Raikkonen has now lost pace on the soft tyres. It looks like they've gone off a little bit. So despite not having much ERS, we're quite comfortably keeping him behind now. Famous last words. Well, I've been ranting about Ferrari and still been able to comfortably keep him behind. But it is only going to be P13 in this race. Which is not what we wanted, I'm not going to lie. It's not what we wanted at all. They never specify the reason it was closed in private. Yeah, but the technical directive that was issued just before COTA, it was been, stated that the sensor, which basically, as far as I understand it, the sensor polls fuel at random intervals. So let's say, I'm completely making these numbers up, but let's say it checks 100 times a second how much fuel is going through, or it records 100 times a second how much fuel is going through to the engine, right? They basically made it look like it was that much 100 kilos an hour going through 100 times a second, but then the other, you know, the other 1,000 times a second, or whatever it was they used, they put more in. So it looked like they were only burning that much fuel, but they were actually burning quite a bit more fuel than that. That's my understanding of it, because the FIA basically issued a directive to say, well, no, if someone's circumventing these checks, that is very illegal. And suddenly they were not on pole in COTA, and they were a lot slower. And they're slower again this season, it seems. So I reckon they were doing something more that the FIA looked into and said, well, no, you can't do that either. And that was in their private agreement, was actually another cheat, because their engine's worse now, isn't it, than it was, I reckon, in the last season. As you said, it is a draggy car. But anyway, tell you what, this debate has livened up. I say debate, this rant has livened up the end of this race, because it's, let's be honest, it's not been a thriller, unfortunately. The last two were absolute bangers of races. We've not had the pace today to really... There you go, Lewis Hamilton 27.3 on the last lap of his race. We're on a 30.0. We've not had the pace. We've not had the strategy. Mainly, though, to be honest, the AI have had an OP advantage is the main issue. Without, they don't factor in tyre temperature, so they were very quick on drying conditions. That's the biggest issue. When Hamilton retirement, what, in real life or in the game? Which difficulty are you playing? I'm playing 105 difficulty, which with a default setup, which I find to generally be right on my pace. It varies from track to track like it does in real life, so some tracks are quicker. Austria, I'm very quick. But something like Zandvoort, I'm very slow, so it kind of balances out across the season. Anyway, no open lobbies tonight, chill spot, I'm afraid. I don't love open lobbies. I might do them occasionally, but I don't love them. I don't think many viewers love them either, to be honest. There's plenty of guys that do open lobbies. Raggy is one of my favourites, actually. I really like Raggy on Twitch. I'll skip these because I know they lag. Hamilton might walk after 8 titles. It's raining in the background. Did it rain after the race? Hamilton may well walk after 8 titles. Max can walk after 2021, I think. Max was not going to walk. Max will stay till Hamilton's gone and then have a few titles himself. Anyway, we were 13th in the end. Again, from 19th on the grid. We did well. Our teammate started 16th, finished 18th. Boo, Mick. We need to train him a bit more. Fastest lap was 2 tenths quicker than me only, because he had 2 brand new sets of soft. Check that. Yeah, he went soft. Everyone else went into soft. We went into hard, and he was only 2 tenths quicker than me. So clearly, race pace, I was actually pretty good. 40 seconds back there from the winner. 13th. Oh no! Oh, I just realised 13th place. We get a sponsor bonus for 12th place. So if we managed to just squeeze ahead of Kvyat as he came out the pits there, we would have got an extra couple 100k. Anyway, doesn't matter. We are... Actually, I'll look at the standings. Let's have a look at these. So, we're still 6th, best of the rest in the... Or a bit better than best of the rest. We're ahead of Albon in the driver's standings. Constructor standings, we are still 4th. We're just about holding on to it. Just 2 points now between us and McLaren. That is not a lot. I think we're going to struggle. McLaren have got a great car at the moment. But let's really quickly see what the performance is going to be for the next race before we end the stream. Edward just came. Unfortunately, bad timing. Sorry I'm late, Manuel. Well, you are very late, I'm afraid, but thankfully this video will be up on my channel if you want to watch back. Decent effort, one of those races. Absolutely, every race can't be a banger. I know it will lag like mad on this screen. I can only apologise. I'll get through it as quickly as I can. There's normally like 4 questions. There's question 1.
miserable today, but do you feel this was an advantage for you?
It's question 3. Come on.
Which department has been hit the hardest by next year's regulation changes? Great.
Bye, Callum.
That's everything.
There's a glitch where the weather at the results screen is from the start of the race. Ah, okay. Thank you, James Mould. That's a good little comment. So we are now potentially even losing our rivalry. Oh, didn't see it. We got the achievement for achieving a top 12 finish. What? Don't know why we got that, but not going to complain. This was a Mario race kart. A Mario race kart? Do you mean a Mario Kart race? Anyway, again, guys, it might lag on this next screen. I can only apologise. I can't really do anything about that. The frame rate will be low. I honestly don't know what to tell you. It's a Codemasters issue, not me. I'm going to chill. Right, okay, so let's do a few things. So we've got an invitational event. What I'd love to do is just show you guys what the performance will be next race, but I can't. Do you know what, guys? I might change this up. I like the idea of showing you guys this screen. It rewards you guys for hanging around at the end of the stream. And it means you get a little preview of the next stream of what our performance is going to be like. But it's so laggy that it's like, what's the point? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Alt F4 the game. I'm going to come to webcam only. Hopefully you'll be able to see me without lag in just a second. Hey, here I am. No lag. Told you it's the game. Just catch up the chat a bit. Do you need a mod for your live streams? I can do it. I don't really accept requests for mods. I've only got like 2 mods at the moment, I think, but I'll see in the future. I probably could do with some more mods, but I don't really accept requests, so sorry about that. Can we have a peek what the boss does? What does that mean? Anyway, so yes, I do like showing those end screens and showing you guys, giving you a little preview to the next race as to what you're going to see. But it's just so laggy. Like, it's literally less than 1 FPS. No one likes watching that. It sometimes takes 15 minutes. It's not that fun, let's be honest. So I'm going to stop showing those at the end of the streams. I am just going to round out the stream there. I will do that in the future as well. However, I will show the performance at the start of the next stream, so it's a little encouragement for you guys to tune in next time. Or we've got a major downforce update and a reliability update, a minor reliability update. So hopefully we'll have a bit more rear grip in the next race, which I think is COTA. I think it's USA. We've got COTA, USA. We've got Mexico and Brazil to round out the season. I think it's COTA, I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for joining that stream, guys. I think I enjoy these streams. Let's be honest, the races can't all be bangers. If they're all bangers, then they'd all be average, wouldn't they? So it wasn't a terrible race. We had a good performance in the end. You guys helped me out with the strategy. Unfortunately, it didn't work out today, but I don't think we would have got points anyway. But hopefully, with that major downforce update, we can have a better time of it in COTA. There is a few more straights, and we have got a good engine now, so fingers crossed we can have a good race there. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining the stream. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully there's no half new stream. So the next stream for this will be next Tuesday at 7 PM UK time, so around the same time, or the same time. And I will have another stream on Thursday, which is I call an F1 YouTuber social race, which is me and a few other YouTubers that you might recognise playing in a 50% race online around that weekend's track. Are we racing this weekend? We are, aren't we? What track is it this weekend? Let me go to my own website, whenisf1on.com. Russian Grand Prix, lovely. It will be the Russian track, unfortunately, this week. So that'll be my next live stream, guys, 7 PM this Thursday. The next career mode will be next Tuesday at 7 PM. And I thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.